right, how's it going out there? It's 6:45. Nobody's watching this. I'm sitting here live by myself. I don't even know what the time delay is between my tablet and this actually being live. Oh, there, I just saw myself. It's about a few minutes up. All right, if anybody is out there, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, grab a bucket, bring it inside, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Otherwise, use the little garbage can in your bathroom to empty it out, throw out the toilet paper, bring that in, and use that for tonight's trivia game. Again, we'll be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. Misfits in the house. I believe we have maybe tonight and 2 more before we take a break for the holidays. Today is December 4th, so there should be 2 more online games. Then the Fridays after that are the Christmas and New Year's Day. I'm not going to do it recorded or not that week. I want to take a couple weeks off. So we'll consider December 18 our season finale. And whether or not we do season 2 will depend on how I feel after the 2-week break. I'm more than likely I'll come back in January and keep doing this, but I definitely don't want it to be Christmas or New Year's Day sitting in front of my camera talking to myself, hoping somebody's listening. But we got tonight and 2 more, so. And when we wrap it up on that week, it'll be 40 online trivia games. So that's a good number, 40. That'll be season 1 of Trivia Miami at Home. And we'll start season 2 one way or another. Maybe, maybe not. Once we take that break and we make, think about it a little. Meanwhile, I'm going to run around with house or scissors. I just realized when my wife decorated back here, she covered up Bobby's face. Ring! 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 Sí. Sí, Bobby. Sí, ya sé. Ya moví la foto. Sí, ya la bola no está en tu cara. Está bien, yo se lo dejo saber. Bobby Lebitard says hi. He wanted to make sure that I was aware that his face was being covered by the Christmas ball. I told him I already fixed it. After January, this is probably going to be the only place you see this. Dan Lebitard's leaving ESPN, and that means him and his father will no longer be on Highly Questionable. Hey, Danny's back. Danny's been MIA for the last couple of weeks. I haven't seen his name pop up here for a while. All right. 2 minutes. Dos minutos. Actually, 1 now. All right, let's get started. It's Friday. It's after 7 o'clock. It's time now for Home Trivia. If you don't already have a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside, grab a bucket now, bring it inside, and use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Otherwise, get the little garbage can in the bathroom like I mentioned before and use that instead. But remember, please, empty it out first. Right now, let's get started by going over the rules. Tonight's game.
Friday, you
I went too fast.
It's Friday, you bastards.
All right, as always, we have a 1-player minimum, but please stay 6 feet apart from each other if you don't know the people around you. There's something missing there. Well, feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want. You're home, I'm home, everybody's home. No looking up the answers, and if you know the answers, don't post the answers here. You're playing yourself, so you won't only be cheating yourself. Something's missing. Something's missing there in between those words there. Questions round one are worth 1 point each. Question round two are worth 2 points each. Question round three are worth 5 points each, and you're playing for whatever. I have nothing to give you. Let me go backwards.
Friday.
Oh, there we go. Grab 3 sheets of paper.
bastard.
I knew something was missing. Grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10. Write any funny team names in the comments, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, you know what to do. We'll also be pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, which means my son will win all the prizes, as always. Which reminds me, I need to get the bucket with the raffle tickets in it. I hope I have enough here. All right, here's our legal disclaimer. If you could read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. As always, you want to throw a little bit my way, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. Obviously, we're having some technical problems, so I need some money to help fix all this. Also, I got to feed these kids. You know, I have to get each one an individual pizza because one cannot eat meat. So one has to be a pepperoni and one has to be a cheese. And I eat a chicken sandwich because I can't eat either one of those things because I'm on a diet. And then I have to get the little breads. So if you can hook up enough money to cover that every week, we're cool. As always, Mondays, you can join me over at Bar Nancy in Little Havana. We have no winners from this last week because we weren't there this last week. They closed abruptly for the weekend, and I found out the hard way. But we're back this upcoming Monday. Yeah, Crazy Joe can come get after me here at my house. It's fine. And Wednesdays, join me over at the Bend over in Miami Lakes. Winners from there were in second place, Ratchet and Dank, and that right there with the leather jacket, that's Hector.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Ring.
Oh, Hector. Wrong button. And in first place, first vaccine test subjects. There was some controversy over how they won that game, but that's between them up there. They can fight it out. All right, as always, you can join me for karaoke on Thursdays and Saturdays over at Seven Seas Bar. That will start at 10 o'clock. And I'm always here Fridays, at least for tonight and the next 2 weeks. And then that'll be the end of season 1. Then we'll go to season 2 in January, maybe, depending on how the ratings go. Right now, let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Let's get started. Round 1. Question 1. True or false, the inventor of the Pringles can was partially buried in one when he died? True or false? All right, question 2. What car manufacturer produced the RX-7? What car manufacturer produced the RX-7? All right, question 3. What sea does Slovenia have water access to? A, Adriatic, B, Black, or C, Tyrrhenian? What sea does Slovenia have water access to? A, B, or C? All right, question 4. What NFL team recently played a game without any of their quarterbacks? What NFL team recently played a game without any of their quarterbacks? Just notice Bobby's off camera there. There you go. All right, question 5. What year was the original Friday the 13th movie released? A, 1980, B, 1982, or C, 1984? And what year was the original Friday the 13th movie released? 1980, 1982, or 1984?
Choose yourself. We're from different planets, but who can tell? My brother from another mothership. I can't believe that I discovered it. Friends of the family, you choose yourself. You blend in with us and you do it well. My brother from another mothership.
All right, question 6. Which person is most often associated with SpaceX and Tesla? Which person is most often associated with SpaceX and Tesla?
In a language, but I didn't understand it. I saw him rise from the crater he made, 50 eyes and skin the color of Gatorade. The invader stayed back cause he heard me gas, then mutated his shape to a perfect match. Same face, same clothes, like I'm looking in the mirror. 1 second ago this was weird, but now it's weirder. They cleared up fast cause he's a telepath. Every thought I have is just like I tell him that. When he heard, he became less absurd to some kid in a messy shirt. And yes, I'm sure this occurred. For you to believe, all you need is the evidence. My best friend, I call him Steve.
Friends of the family, you choose yourself. We're from different planets, but who can tell?
All right, question 7. Which French designer was the heir to a fertilizer fortune? A, Christian Dior, B, Yves Saint Laurent, or C, Louis Vuitton? And which French designer was the heir to a fertilizer fortune? A, B, or C? You get to when I don't want to read the answers again. And since I ain't getting paid for this.
That's when everything changed. It was never the same. Nobody ever more clever. When it came to that game, I closed my eyes. He shifted like a chameleon. I feel dumb. Don't know if this kid is the real one or that one. Steve can stretch like silly putty and become anybody. He thinks it's really funny, but that ain't bad yet. He added a step. He said to really have fun, he had to forget that he was even playing. Now he's hidden and he's staying. He forgot everything. I'm not kidding, man. I'm saying he disappeared. He didn't leave a clue. Now anyone could be Steve, even you.
All right, question 8. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a 2000 American Christmas fantasy comedy film starring which actor as the Grinch? In other words, who starred as the Grinch in the 2000 version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Come on, Steve. This isn't funny anymore. Seriously. It could be anything. It could be him. You could be her. Man, you might not even be human. It could be a dog or a cloud or a song. How am I even supposed to look for somebody that forgot that he's hiding?
My brother from another mothership. I can't believe that I discovered it.
Oh, I know. Maybe I have to forget that I'm...
All right, question 9. What month features the harvest moon? A, August, B, September, or C, October? Again, what month features the harvest moon? August, September, October? And finally, question 10. Last question in this round. Everybody's favorite category. Florida or not Florida? I'm reading a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida, not Florida. Here's the headline. Man punches cab driver, shouts, "I'm Rick James, bitch." Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, that is the end of round one. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question one was true or false. The inventor of the Pringles can was partially buried in one when he died. Question two, what car manufacturer produced the RX-7? And three, what sea does Slovenia have water access to? A, Adriatic, B, Black, or C, Tyrrhenian? Question four, what NFL team recently played a game without any of their quarterbacks? Question five, what year was the original Friday the 13th movie released? A, 1980, B, 1982, or C, 1984? Question six, which person is most often associated with SpaceX and Tesla? Question seven, which French designer was the heir to a fertilizer fortune? Dior, Laurent, or Vuitton? Question eight, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a 2000 American Christmas fantasy comedy film starring which actor as the Grinch? Question 9, what month features the harvest moon? A, August, B, September, or C, October? And question 10, Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, man punches cab driver, shouts, "I'm Rick James, bitch." All right, please check your own answers, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, if you want to hook it up, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. Now let's get to our first round raffle. There's my daughter waiting to give out prizes. Baby Yoda's there with his Christmas egg that he's getting for Christmas so he can eat it. And he's got a friend with him today. So let's get started. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right, first one out. Getting, I guess, the light-up glasses. 661. 661. Dance.
What time is it?
All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Next one out. $590. $590. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. He has cooties. And finally, everybody's favorite prize: one free beer. One free beer, but he doesn't get a beer. He gets an iron beer. Is there an iron beer there for him? There should be an iron beer somewhere nearby to give to him. I'm sure one will pop up once I call this number out. 588. 588. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals.
All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round.
We're just trying to make it known that people of the world never call big girls like balls, only kind of like bro.
All right. Let's go over the answers from round one. Question one was true or false. The inventor of the Pringles can was partially buried in one when he died. That is true. That's not an actual picture. That would have been better, though. That would have been funny. Question two, what car manufacturer produced the RX-7? Mazda. Question three, which sea does Slovenia have water access to? Adriatic. Question four, what NFL team recently played a game without any of their quarterbacks? The Broncos. Five, what year was the original Friday the 13th movie released? 1980. 6, which person is most often associated with SpaceX and Tesla? It's Elon Musk. However, that's a picture of me when I went up in space for them. We were promoting Trivia Miami up in space at one point. Question 7. Which French designer was the heir to a fertilizer fortune? Christian Dior. Who starred in the 2000 version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Jim Carrey. What month features the harvest moon? September. And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, man punches cab driver, shouts, I'm Rick James, bitch. That was Florida. And the funny thing is, that as I was doing this first round, it popped up on my feed again. Billy Corbin was sharing it on his Twitter. Same story. All right, these questions are 1 point each, so whatever you got right, post that score in your comments. Again, you can join me Monday over at Bar Nancy. Join me Wednesdays at The Bend. Join me Thursday and Saturday for karaoke at Seven Seas Bar. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns. Then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair! It's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right! Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
And we're back. I don't know what these kids are doing, but one is running around in circles around the other one. Now they're dancing. Hey, is Grand Prix Race-A-Rama a racing place? Or not a racing place according to you? I don't know. It's a bunch of go-karts. There's racing. All right, let's get started with round 2. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. All right, round 2. Question 1. What came out first, Domino or Lucky Number 11? Both with Lucy Liu. What came out first?
Catching up was far from easy. You said I looked happy. I didn't correct you. You said that you were glad to see me. You look so much better than the day that I met you. I've been thinking now that I brought
All right, question 2. What type of lettuce should be used in a classic Caesar salad? Again, what type of lettuce should be used in a classic Caesar salad? All right, question 3. The loose skin hanging from the neck of a chicken is known as a
What?
And the loose skin hanging from the neck of a chicken is known as a...
What?
I always wanted the question to end with the word what so I can do that. I guess we could have done it the other way. It's, let's see. No, I'm not gonna bother. All right, question 4. It's time now for our anal bum cover. Whose 2009 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Whose 2009 album is that the cover for? All right, question 5. Who played Tony Danza's daughter Samantha on Who's the Boss? Okay, who played Tony Danza's daughter Samantha on Who's the Boss? All right, question 6. It's always our movie clips. So I'll play a clip from a movie that's released in 2004. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
He's a man who knows that when you put another man's cock in your mouth, you make a pact. A bond that cannot be broken. He's a man so dedicated that he will get down on his knees and put that cock right in his mouth.
One more time.
He's a man who knows that when you put another man's cock in your mouth, you make a pact. A bond that cannot be broken. He's a man so dedicated that he will get down on his knees and put that cock right in his mouth.
What movie is that from? All right, question 7. What is the largest inland lake in South America? What is the largest inland lake in South America? Had a smudge. All right, question 8. Who released the album The 2020 Experience in 2013? Who released the album The 2020 Experience in 2013? All right, question 9. What was the name of Nazi Germany's secret police? What was the name of Nazi Germany's secret police? And question 10, last question in this round. What is commonly added to copper to make bronze? What is commonly added to copper to make bronze? All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Domino or Lucky number 11? Both were Lucy Lou. Question 2, what type of lettuce should be used in a classic Caesar salad? Question 3, the loose skin hanging from the neck of a chicken is known as a what? I want to press it again. Ain't no bum cover. Whose 2009 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Question 5, who played Tony Danza's daughter Samantha on Who's the Boss? Movie clip from 2004.
He's a man who knows that when you put another man's cock in your mouth, you make a pact. A bond that cannot be broken. He's a man so dedicated that he will get down on his knees and put that cock right in his mouth.
Question 7. What is the largest inland lake in South America? Question 8. Who released the album The 2020 Experience in 2013? Question 9. What was the name of Nazi Germany's secret police? And question 10. What is commonly added to copper to make bronze? All right, please check your own answer sheet. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. Throw a little bit my way. Venmo, Cash App, whatever you can. Whenever you can. However you can. Hook it up. We need it. Everyone needs it. Christmas is coming. These kids want presents. I need stuff for like food. I got to pay bills. Rent's due. You know, you can hook it up, hook it up. All right, let's get started with another round of our Lucky SOB raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. I'll pull out the first number. My daughter will give him something. I think a fake phone. 592. 592. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. I assume the beer's already on this side of the room. 570. 570. Dance.
Lucia.
Oh, yeah.
Lucia.
All right, he won. You didn't say with me.
Oh, yeah.
You lucky son of a Bernie. Wait for the good part.
Así me gusta. Peligrosas.
Descaradas y bandoleras. ¿Por qué? Porque te va a ganar.
Lucia.
They don't even have that flag up there anymore. All right, finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he gets an iron beer because he's almost 13. He's only 12 right now. We have to the following number. He'll be 13 in January. 568. 568. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. That's the lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, Domino or Lucky number 11? Both with Lucy Lou. It is Domino. Question 2, what type of lettuce should be used in a classic Caesar salad? romaine, which means E. coli, so don't do it. 3, the loose skin hanging from the neck of a chicken is known as a what? I don't have the button ready. It's a wattle. Also, that's the official bird of Little Havana, and that's the official flag of Little Havana up there. The way Little Havana was created was through Molotov cocktails and cash payments. That's why everything got nice from 17th Avenue to 14th Avenue. Then from 14 to 12, it's Then they're trying to build it up a little further up. But little by little, fire by fire, cash payment by cash payment, they're bringing that whole neighborhood up. Gentrification at its best. Thanks to Joe Carollo, everybody. Fuck Joe Carollo. All right, the Anal Bum cover, whose 2009 album is this the cover for? That is Paramore. All right, who played Tony Danza's daughter Samantha on Who's the Boss? It was Alyssa Milano, but the age-old question still lies. Who was the boss? And I have a video here that I want to play for you explaining who was the boss. It says, we finally have the answer to the one question that has baffled experts for years.
There is more to life than what's your lip. So take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit. Brand new life around the bend.
Hot damn. Mama like.
Nights are long, but too much wait. To a brand new life, brand new life, brand new life.
Angela was the boss and a badass. All right, where's my button here? Here we go. Movie clip from 2004 was...
He's a man who knows that when you put another man's cock in your mouth, you make a pact. A bond that cannot be broken. He's a man so dedicated that he will get down on his knees and put that cock right in his mouth.
Team America World Police. 7, what is the largest inland lake in South America? Lake Titicaca. My favorite lake. Lake Titicaca. Question 8, who released the album The 2020 Experience in 2013? Justin Timberlake. Question 9, what is the name of Nazi Germany's secret police? The Gestapo. There's Bernie Roses, everybody, hanging out with his grandfather in the old days. I haven't seen Bernie in a long time, and I'm sure he's there with his grandfather hiding in a bunker somewhere, plotting their next move. You know you got to be bad at this when Bernie Roses turned against Trump. He became anti-Trump. For Bernie Roses, a Nazi, to turn against you, you really got to be a fuck-up. All right, question 10. What is commonly added to copper to make bronze? Tin. Tin. All right, these questions are 2 points each, so whatever you got right times 2, add that to your previous score. That'll give you your running total. Post your score in the comments. Remember, join me Monday at Bar Nancy, Wednesday at The Bend, Thursdays and Saturdays for karaoke at 7 C's Bar, and right back here for another 2 more Fridays after this one. And then we will wrap up season 1 of the Trip Your Mammy at Home. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal pancetta, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue? No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó. Mire, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. Amali. La próxima vez échele Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser. Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón? Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare.
It's gotta last.
It's gotta have a name I know.
So we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
In Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. A lot of 24s. There's a 20 or 20, a bunch of 24s. Chris, yeah, Mona is not the boss, but I'm sure that Angela pimped out Mona whenever she needed it, special favors from older gentlemen. Angela's the boss. Anybody who could do a line like that in front of everybody, she's the boss. Lights flickering. The ghost of Mona is attacking me. All right, let's get started with round 3. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Let's get started. Round 3. Question 1. What country's largest island is called Fuck It? What country's largest island is called Fuck It? I'm aware that I'm probably not reading that right, but I like saying it that way better. This is the advantage of doing this at home. I don't have people correcting me the whole time. All right, question 2. What deadly disease is also known as hydrophobia? What deadly disease is also known as hydrophobia? And these kids are still playing in the hallway. I don't understand what's going on. Also, since December 18 will be our last online trivia for the year, we're also going to celebrate 7 years of Trivia Miami that day. We'll do it here online. Can't do it at Sandbar. We'll do it here. Between us here online. Maybe we'll figure out a way to put people in here on Zoom or something. I'll figure it out. I got 2 weeks to figure it out. All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of a celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description. We've seen them. Name. This. Celebrity. And her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. All right, question 4. In what part of the human body would you find the Eustachian tube? Or whatever the hell that says there? I'm not reading it twice. Read it. It's right there. It's right there. You read that to yourselves and answer it to yourselves. I just gotta remember to point that way. It's the opposite of what I'm seeing. U Station. I guess that's part of the Metro, the new Metro line. All right, question 5. Those are word jumble. We got 5 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Letters are HARMREALSAVINS. Harm real savings. Hints an actor, female or actress. Figure it out. All right, hopefully you've either figured this out or wrote this information down on the back of your answer sheet or on a separate piece of paper so you can keep working on it. I am moving on to question 6. Which U.S. president lived in Westland Mansion after his retirement? Which U.S. president lived in Westland Mansion after his retirement? Not to be confused with Westland Mall in Hialeah. And this is a mansion. This is not the mall. Westland Mall is where I plan to retire once I retire. I already found the spot where I want to hang out in all day. I was a mall rat there when I was young, and I want to be a mall walker there when I'm old. But no, not Westland Mall, Westland Mansion. My daughter found her cat. All right, question 7. What is the only U.S. state without a rectangular flag? What is the only U.S. state without a rectangular flag? All right, question 8. CS is the chemical symbol for what element? CS is the chemical symbol for what element? Still scabbing up over on this side. It itches. All right, question 9. What Major League Baseball stadium was once alternately called Chavez Ravine? What Major League Baseball stadium was once alternately called Chavez Ravine? And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game, something of local history, news, or facts. And the only question I didn't use on Wednesday that I'm not repeating, because I knew they would never get it. So it may not be easy for anybody, really, but it was different than what that we did last week, so that's all that matters. What is the name of the former city in Miami-Dade County that included Elliott Key and other nearby keys? What is the name of the former city in Miami-Dade County that included Elliott Key and other nearby keys? All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what country's largest island is called Fuck It? Question 2, what deadly disease is also known as hydrophobia? So name this celebrity, any her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Question 4, in what part of the human body would you find the eustachian tube? Eustachians, you have to read what Danny wrote here. Word jumble. 5 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Those are the letters. And it's an actor, female actress. Harm Real Savings. Question 6. Which U.S. president lived in Westland Mansion after his retirement? Not Westland Mall, Westland Mansion. Question 7. What is the only U.S. state without a rectangular flag? Question 8. CS is the chemical symbol for what element? Question 9. What Major League Baseball stadium was once alternately called Chavez Ravine? And question 10, local history, news or facts. What is the name of the former city in Miami-Dade County that included Elliott Key and other nearby keys? All right, please check your own answer sheet. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. I got the kids ready for the raffle. Remember, you can hook it up with Venmo, Cash App, however you can. Where's the button? There they are. She's there. You have the cat. She has the cat. You can barely see the cat because she's wearing black and the cat is black. But there is a cat there with her. See if she can show you the cat. See, there's a black cat there. All right, let's get started with our final lucky SOB raffle for tonight's game. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'm pulling number out of this bucket. It ain't number I pull out. My son wins. My son will win all the prizes. Here we go. You going to give him the cat? She's not going to give him the cat. 594, 594. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. 593, 593. Dance.
Moviendo la cadera, moviendo la cadera, moviendo la cadera.
All right, he won. You didn't say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer because he's going to be 13 soon, in a little bit more than a month. Month and a week. 576, 576. Dance.
Opalaka Hialeah is a place to go. It's more than just a market, it's a great
All right, he won. You didn't say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Not the lucky son of a Bernie raffle this round.
Opalaka Hialeah is a place to go.
Let this wrap up.
Opalaka Hialeah is the thing to do. Every time you go, you find something new. Opalaka Hialeah. Opalaka Hialeah is for you and me.
All right, now it's time for a classic chug-off. This one does not involve Alan. I found a different one, but from about 4 years ago. So here's a classic chug-off from the past.
And who are we getting finally? Celebrity in the chug-off, Hollywood Carl, everybody.
Hollywood Carl.
Each one of you. Grab your beers. When I say your order, you need to chug those beers as fast as you can without spilling. First one to put the empty cup on the counter, please don't drop any beer that way. Wins. Let's draw. So 1, 2, go! All right, here's our chug-off winner. But either way, look at the camera. That's Hollywood Carl, everybody! the winner. That concludes tonight's draw.
I miss Hollywood Carl. I think she's still up in Louisiana or something. All right, let's go over the answers from round 3. Question was, what country's largest island is called Phuket? It's from Thailand. Question 2, what deadly disease is also known as hydrophobia? Rabies. To name this celebrity, that is Zoe Kravitz. Question 4, in what part of the human body would you find the eustachian tube? In the ear. Word jumble, 5 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Those are the letters. It is Sarah Silverman. I like to Sarah her Silvermans. Question 6, which U.S. president lived in Westland Mansion after his retirement? Grover Cleveland. See, I told you it wasn't the mall. Question 7, what is the only U.S. state without a rectangular flag? Ohio. Ohio. CS is the chemical symbol for what element? Cesium. Question 9, what Major League Baseball stadium was once alternately called Chavez Ravine? Dodger Stadium. And local history news or facts, what is the name of the former city in Miami-Dade County that included Elliott Key and other nearby keys? It was called Islandia. All right, these are questions are 5 points each, so whatever you got right times 5. Post your score in the comments. Again, you can join me on Monday at Bar Nancy for in-person play. Join me Wednesday at The Bend. Join me Thursday and Saturday for karaoke at 7 Seas. And 2 more weeks of live trivia from my house. Unless I get a job, then I'll do it recorded. But 2 more games online before we wrap it up for the year, and then we'll bring it back next year, maybe. I'm going to take one more quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes to see what your scores were at the end.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful lights, food, rides, and so much more. All the Christmas spirit you find it here. On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
Hey, man, fellas. Look here. Seagulls, golden wine cooler. Seagulls, golden wine cooler. It's wet and it's dry. Golden wine cooler. My. Golden wine cooler. Me and the boys. Love all the time. Golden wine cooler. It's wet and it's dry. Golden wine cooler.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
And we're back, and that's it. Let's see. We got a 55. We got a 59. We got a bunch of scores here. All right, that's it for tonight. As far as I'm concerned, you're all winners for coming and playing with me every week. Again, we got 2 more weeks of this. We'll do next week and the week after. Then we're going to take a quick hiatus, wrap up our first season with 40 games, and then we'll see if we start season 2, depending on the network. Remember, you can follow us at Trivia Miami on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. As always, thoughts and prayers to Linda for having to tolerate Alan. Alan is a piece of work, and he is somebody that everybody needs special help for having to deal with him. So thoughts and prayers to Linda for having to tolerate him. Now, as we like to say up at the Bend.
Fuck Hector.
And everybody together.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
No ha habido ni papel de trole para limpiarse el culo.
Again, any little bit helps. You want to throw a little bit my way, Venmo, Cash App, whatever you can, at Karaoke Miami, at either one of those. Join me Monday over at Bar Nancy for in-person play. Join me Wednesdays at The Bend in Miami Lakes. Join me for karaoke Thursdays and Saturdays at Seven Seas Bar. And I'll be back here next Friday. Right now, I'd like to say thanks for everybody for joining us, and we're going to let Cox on the Radio wrap things up. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.